Oh, here we are. Welcome back, everybody, to Scales of Fate.
Scales of Fate.
Yeah, it's our 23rd episode.
Jeez.
Like, you know, that movie 2023, the number 23.
23 and me.
23 and me. No one likes you when you're 23. Anyways, thank you guys for checking out our stream. Hope you all enjoy. If you haven't caught up with our episodes, do that. It'll be awesome. For a list of our sponsors and affiliates, just go ahead and check out the comment, or what is it, the comment section? No.
Link in description.
Link in, yes, the description below the video. We're going to get into a brief recap of what had happened last time on Scales of Fate. You guys had made it to Sieve Kalor, an underground sand gnome society and that hides from the darkest night, the mile-long dragon-like entity that stalks the desert Shades Valley. And basically we had plans to relax, get some sleep, go to the market, talk to some people, and that got completely and utterly destroyed and thrown off. As Roscoe was playing slapsies and Leon was trying to take a nappy and Salvo was in the market procuring some goods, you guys had heard some thunderous explosions of rock walls within the tunnels being blown out as some creatures known as gem stalkers all laid an attack onto Sieve Kalor. During this process, they had basically tried to string up and kidnap Leon, as well as a couple of them had busted into the room where Roscoe and JJ were hanging out with a dwarf man playing slapsies. And then several of them had basically busted up into the space that Thea, Thalner, and Stack were in. During this process, one of them managed to grab Stack and was trying to escape down a tunnel. Thalner, trying to intercept or hitch a ride with the gem stalkers and figure out what's going on, cast Detect Thoughts and found that these creatures were instructed by an adult blue dragon to procure any and all gem-like substances from the sieves. As to why and what, we do not completely know just yet. The scene ended with Stack and Thalner fighting back against the gem stalkers trying to abduct them in the tunnels, and when they turned around, saw that there were many more of these creatures beginning to filter into these tunnels. And that is where we are going to start today. Last time, we were in initiative, but before we get into a potential initiative situation, let me just lay down the scene for you guys. Hammerfist, Leon, you have just begun running up and see Thea unconscious on the ground, where Salvo is not too far off. JJ and Roscoe have ran out of the tavern that they were in, and are too observing the situation. Into the far tunnel, you see a cluster of these creatures and potentially hear a few spells being cast by Thalner down that way. But before you can react in this moment, and as you are seeing more of them coming into these tunnels, you guys hear staccato all over this sieve, more explosions, more gem stalkers filtering into the sieve, coming at you guys from all angles, and there's just a flurry of people rushing around. Now, did I write down? Yes, I did. I wrote down the initiative last time, and Thalner, I believe you had just ended your turn there, correct? Yes. Okay, so right now we have Leon. More or less, you are seeing all of your allies kind of in the same vicinity, but there are dozens of these large gem stalkers beginning to flock into these tunnels. So, from where you're standing, what do you do?
I call out to Hammerfist and tell him, "Go grab Thea," and then I start walking towards the large herd of was it gem stalkers?
Gemstalkers, yeah.
Large herd of gem stalkers, and kind of poise myself in front of Thea.
Okay, cool. So basically just kind of holding your action until one of them gets close enough?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And because you're not attacking anything on this round, your rage will fall. Unless you would like to use another one.
Do I have something in my movement distance that I could...
Yeah. If you were to, instead of having that protective stance and then go and attack something, then yeah, there's definitely several within your movement speed.
Okay. Then I guess I will run towards them, or towards the nearest one.
Okay.
And jump and swing down with my sword.
Okay. The nearest one is the one that kind of took its own protective stance in front of the tunnel that's nearby to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you run, you go and jump and take a swinging attack at that guy. Go ahead and roll to hit. You to do so regular or reckless?
I guess regular. I should have announced that.
You can tell me if you want.
I'll just do regular.
Sure.
That is a synthetic 20.
Okay, yeah, definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Sweet. That is 6 damage.
6 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Are you using your war pick or the sword?
The sword.
Gotcha. Okay. So 6 points of damage. All right. And then you're going to take your second attack?
Yes, I'm going to swing down, slash out, and then turn around and 360 chop.
Nice.
So go for that hit. And that is a 16.
Okay. 16 hits.
And that is a 10.
10 points of damage?
Yes.
Bam.
Did you not get any bonuses to your damage?
Oh, sorry, 11.
11?
11, yes.
Gotcha.
You only get a one
A plus...
point of damage?
It'll be the same damage modifier as your war pick, just +1.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Then to go back to the first hit, I said it was 6 points of damage, correct?
Yep.
So that would be 11 points of damage.
There you go. That's more like it.
That's a big difference.
My second hit would be 16 points of damage.
Boom. Okay.
That
Okay.
sucks.
We take those.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Yeah, did almost 30 points of damage in those swings. You rush up and start swinging wildly on this creature. It kind of like reflexively starts pulling in its arms, trying to protect its body, but it doesn't balk at this display of prowess that you're showing. Mm-hmm. From there, we have JJ with stack following.
Okay, so did more bust into this bar as well, or?
Yeah, there's more. There's like 4 or 5 that are filtering into this bar from behind you guys, and there are dozens that are now starting to flood the sieve streets over here.
Nice. Okay, so I'm going to slide back over the bar, and then call out to Roscoe and Salvo, right? Those are the persons next to me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like right outside the door and he's like right next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna call out to them. Go, we gotta find the others. And then, do I see Thea?
You see her unconscious on the ground outside of the bar, yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna tell them to go. We need to find the others, and then I'm going to run up to her and try and use a medicine. She's still down, right?
Yeah, she's still down. She had no failed saves, 1 passed save.
Okay, I'm gonna use one of my healer's kits on her.
Okay.
For what is it? 1d6 plus 4. It's 7 plus their number of hit dice. So what level is she at, or whatever level she is, I guess.
5.
Yeah. So 7 plus 5 is 12.
12. Oh my god! I thought I was dead. Thank you.
Nope. Yep. Got some smelling salts. I waked her back up, picked her up.
It's just very wobbly. Like, where do we go? And she turns. Her face just goes completely pale as she sees the number of gem stalkers in this area. Okay.
That will be my action. Bonus action, move towards wherever I think everyone else is, and then bonus action, ready my next shot.
Okay.
Or steady my aim at something. With the one guarding maybe, and then since I didn't attack, my counter goes back to 20.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So Thea's back up. You rush back over to the bar-like area and then take aim at the one in the tunnel. It is Stack's turn. I don't know what to do here. And he just goes and throws a punch at one of the ones that are in front of him. So the first punch, oh no, goodbye dice. Is a natural 2, so he's going to miss. Second punch is a natural 1.
Oh no, Stack.
Yeah,
really?
so he's kind of balancing between trying to like stay in front of you from the reaching arms of all these creatures and like swinging, but like missing as he's not, just arms just aren't long enough.
You just can't reach the spines.
You just can't reach their spines from here. And they're all the way up there.
And what else do you find?
Yeah,
Just spines.
he holds drugs and breaks spines.
Yes. Okay, so I mean, at this point, bonus action, he hasn't taken any damage. Okay, so he's chilling right here. It is Hammerfist's turn. And as you go and you pick up Thea and kind of like you guys both move back towards the bar, you see that like there's a massive flooding. Like there are basically a wave of gem stalkers coming from multiple directions that are kind of converging in that same spot where she was just laying unconscious. And you see Hammerfist just going wild and just swinging on everything, like crushes one of their skulls, like like just all the way in as it falls over limp. But you quickly see that he's getting overrun. He basically forms the left side of his arm into a shield and is kind of pinned in that spot. From there, Roscoe with Salvo after.
All right, so I'm in the bar area. There's dozens swarming in. Can I see which tunnel my people have been taking? I know which tunnel.
What's your passive perception?
15?
15.
Yes.
You kind of intuitively put together, like you had seen Thea on the ground, you had seen a bunch of these creatures running off into a tunnel, and you kind of hear Stack and Thalner off in that tunnel, yes. You don't see them right now as they're being obscured by 2 gem stalkers, and there's another one protecting that tunnel.
And it seems like in the next turn, this whole room is going to be swarmed.
Yes.
I run towards that tunnel.
Okay.
I don't know how far I can go 35 feet normal, 40 feet.
You can make it to the entrance of that tunnel, but during that process, you're going to take about 8 opportunity attacks.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. Got 1 key point left.
Ooh, your character sheet's looking rough, bud.
Yeah. All right. So if I do Step of the Wind, which gives me the disengage, does it disengage from all 8 of them?
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to use my last key point and Step of the Wind. Basically, I can dash as a bonus action now.
Okay.
And oh wait, no, it's only disengage or dash. So I do the disengage.
Okay.
and I go past all 8 of them, just like sliding under some of their legs, jumping over like shoulder.
Yeah, Hammerfist sees you running up and like puts his arm out for you to kind of like swing off of.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make it to the creature that's blocking off that tunnel. What are you doing here?
Do I still have more movement speed?
You don't have any more movement speed.
But you can punch this dude.
Can I see how far down the tunnel the rest of my friends are?
Kind of looking a little bit past, you see that there's 2 that are wedged in between each other, and those 2 are about 20 feet away from you. And you don't see them or the other amount of them back behind them, but you can hear what sounds like dozens and dozens and dozens of more gem stalkers farther down in this tunnel.
I don't like this.
And these are all still behind me in the room.
Now, well, I'm in the hall already, but
So you're in front
no,
of this
sorry,
one blocking?
I'm in the street, I guess.
Yeah, kind of. You're basically on the step of the bar, like
Yeah.
on the edge of the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I never made it into the bar. I was shooting from range, and I'm kind of in
So
between. I was heading towards the general direction of that alley or the tunnel, but I'm not. I'm in between. I'm the closest person to you behind you.
So yeah, like so I could just sprint past this dude, but then he's still gonna be blocking all my buds. So then I'm gonna go for the knee with my staff on this big guy.
Okay, roll a hit.
He's got a lot of knees. I'm going for one of them.
He's got multiple knees.
12.
12 misses, unfortunately.
Okay.
You gonna do your second attack?
Yes. It's better. That's an artificial 20.
Artificial 20? Yeah, definitely hits. And does Step of the Wind last for the duration of the turn?
I believe so.
Okay.
I'll double check. On your turn, and your jump distance doubled for your turn, for the turn. So yeah.
Okay.
8 damage.
8 damage? Got it. He's looking not happy. Not quite dying, but you sail your staff like and crack him right in the front of the knee, and it kind of just slightly bends backwards as you hear the sinew tearing a little bit. But he's still just kind of like standing strong. You get the sense that he's just blocking this tunnel from any of you guys that have been engaging from whatever's behind him.
I don't have anything else.
Okay. So, Roscoe, at the end of your turn, JJ, you hear, "Psst, hey, get down here." And you look over, basically, like, behind the bar, there's, like, this little trap door, and the bartender, like, from before, like, the banal one, is just like, "Come on, quick, we can hide down here." But that's all he says.
Yeah.
Salvo, you're up.
Okay. All right. So what's between me and the tunnel now?
About between you and the tunnel, there's Hammerfist, about 8 gem stalkers. Roscoe's on the other side of that, and then there's a gem stalker in front of Roscoe.
Okay.
What's your passive perception?
19.
Okay, you also heard that voice whispering to Jack.
Okay. How many are in, like, how spaced out are those 8?
Not very. They're all pretty tightly bunched up.
Would you say within 20 feet of one another?
Yeah, I would say that, like, if you're trying to get the bulk of as many as possible, the most you can get is 6 at a time. Problem is, Hammerfist will be in that bulk too.
Does Hammerfist look like he's doing well?
He looks like he's getting quickly swarmed. Doesn't look great.
Well, I could put him out of his misery.
Oh my god.
No. So they're not all in a like the furthest one is more than 20 foot from the other furthest one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I can get about 6 if I had a 20-foot sphere, or a 10-foot radius, but 20-foot total sphere.
Yep.
How many could I hit without hitting him?
3.
Do they look inorganic? They look pretty organic, right?
They look like a weird combination of organic and inorganic.
Are they now?
Yes. I think I know what you're thinking. Yeah.
That changes things.
Okay. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to do it. This is dumb, but I'm doing it anyway. I'm going to cast Shatter on as many of them as I can.
Okay, so are you wanting to do the 3, not including Hammer Fist?
No.
Okay, so
I'm going to do the 6, including Hammer Fist.
So it's a con save,
Yeah.
and if they have...
If they're considered to be made of inorganic material, they have a disadvantage on the save.
Okay, they have... Parts of their body are basically gem. So
It
they're...
specifically says stone, crystal, or metal, so...
Perfect. So they are going to make these saves with disadvantage.
Perfect.
Hammer Fist is entirely
Sure.
inorganic.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. But I'm hoping the Hammer Fist is tougher than them, maybe, hopefully.
Okay.
Con is a safe bet.
Con's a safe bet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll. I'll roll 2 checks because you're hitting 6 of them. So I'll roll 1 check for 3, 1 check for another 3, and then I'll roll 1 for Hammer Fist. So first set of 3. You said with disadvantage? Oh boy.
Yep.
Oh boy. Okay, well, a 4
So,
plus things is gonna fail.
Yeah.
And what's your DC one more time?
16.
Okay. The other 3 fail, so
Perfect, love
all of the gem stalkers fail
Love that.
in Hammer Fist. So you had 6 plus additives on a con save. Yeah, with a DC 16, that's also going to fail.
Oh no. Well, sorry. Let's see what happens. Everyone takes 16 thunder damage.
As shards of gem just fly out from this area, some of them kind of like minutely get pushed back, like not mechanically, but for flavor, it's just this blast of wafting, thunderous noise. And Hammerface taking this too, just kind of like puts his hands to his ears. You see that he's not down. He didn't like that, but he's okay.
But-
and he actually looks up, and you can see that he's kind of taking this as a tactical
Yeah.
opportunity.
I'll take the 128 damage I did to the enemies as a net gain.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe 8 times 16, anybody? Yeah, that sounds right.
That's about right. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, am I able to move through that with their slight confusion, maybe?
Not without taking opportunity attacks.
Yeah, no. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get up as close as I can to that group now.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bonus action use my cannon. Can I see the guy who's blocking the tunnel?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get up to
we'll consider him at half cover.
Well,
Because of me.
well, you're short. He's
That's why it's a half cover, right?
It's a half cover both because Roscoe's up in there and also like there are other gem stalkers and things.
Okay, well, if I miss the half cover, I should hit that. All right, well then I'm going to activate the cannon against them.
Okay.
Even though... should have taken that one. That would be a 12.
12 misses.
Yeah.
Okay, just kind of hits the side of the cavern wall. Okay. You are in range of them now. Anything else you're doing with your turn?
Movement action, bonus action, nope.
Okay. Initiative order 25. That is the creatures. We're going to start with inside the tunnel. Thalner, you and Stack see the ones that had begun grabbing you are now going to be making their grappling checks.
Okay.
So you need to pass 2 separate grapple checks, and Stack needs to pass 4. So for Stack, His first one's a natural 20.
Sounds for 2, right?
No.
Inspiration.
Counts for inspiration for Stack.
He'll have inspiration.
Oh.
He
Stackspiration.
already has inspiration.
Oh, yeah, his bardic inspiration.
No, he got regular nat 20 inspiration last session.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay, let's see yours. What you got?
You're rolling at disadvantage.
Yeah. It's a grapple check.
Okay.
Wait,
He's not exhausted. He doesn't sleep.
exhaustion still does affect constructs.
Ow.
I think that's only for player characters that are playing.
Well, we're gonna say that he's not exhausted, but we'll revisit that.
Because didn't he say, like, I don't sleep?
That's
I just
true.
shut down.
That's true. But Warforged constructs do the same thing and can suffer exhaustion.
What is my modifier to
It's
it?
an athletics.
Precedent in our earlier talk.
9.
Okay. I'll go ahead and roll for them. That's cocked. For them. Okay, well, the first one got less than that, actually. They got a 7. But the second one, so the first, you passed the first one. The second one, they got a 13. So
So I'm rolling against that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this sweet nat 20. That's a 6.
Okay, so the second one up and kind of grabs you and takes both of your arms and just kind of in one hand holds them behind your back and you're kind of just being lifted through the air. Now, Stack's going to take his next 3 anti-grapple checks.
Does a net 20 on a disadvantage roll give you inspiration?
No.
Dang.
So Stack got a 22 for the second grapple. The creature's got a 15. He passes the second grapple. Third grapple. Stack got a 24. Boy, he's crushing it right now.
He's stacked.
They also got a 24. So he's going to roll his bardic inspiration.
Doesn't meet it, beat it, go for
Meets it.
defensive?
But they're attacking.
They're attacking
so
him.
who's the one that wins in that?
Meets it,
The
beats it.
attacker.
The defense. Yeah.
So if your attack meets
Yes.
it beats it.
Yes.
So you beat them.
So, I mean,
That should be the other way.
he doesn't he doesn't even need to roll a bardic inspiration.
That
He's
makes
going to use it to beat that
win.
grapple.
Because any roll does that.
Yes. So this is the last grapple. Stack got a 7. The creature got a 22. So weaving in and out, all of these creatures just running in, trying to grab these grab Thalner and Stack. Thalner, you get nabbed. Stack's just punching and fighting off their hands before one of them just takes both their hands and just grabs his head in the same fashion as the first one and just picks him up. And they take their movement speed and go further into the tunnel. And it is pitch black in there. So, the rest of them, to kind of expedite the fact that there are dozens of them in this area, with an action economy of 4 attacks per, the one that's attacking Roscoe, let's just go ahead and get that started.
Oh, thank you.
One of the attacks is a 14.
Nope.
The other one is an 18.
Yeah.
Okay. The other one is a 14 again.
Nope.
And the other one is an 18 again. Weird.
I believe you.
You don't believe me? Too bad.
Lawyer?
Okay. So you get 2 hits. 17 points of slashing force damage.
Wow. So that newfangled slash and force damage.
Slash and force.
I'm still.
You're still up?
Yeah.
Okay.
For now.
Half of them are going to take their action economy to attack Hammer Fist. The other half are going to attack you, Lane. With a total of 16 attacks on Hammer Fist. We're going to say that Hammer Fist goes unconscious.
Yeah.
But I will roll for you over here, Salvo.
Okie dokie.
So you got 16 attacks coming.
Well, let's go. Let's go.
Okay. Sorry in advance.
Sure.
First one, dirty 20, 17. Or first 2, sorry. Dirty 20 and a 17.
Dirty 20 hits.
Okay. So that's, I'm going to mark as a tally 1 on salvo.
Remember that time you fell out of a tree?
10 and 21.
21 hits.
25 and natural 1.
The natural 1 does not hit.
No, it doesn't.
What is the picture?
Ooh, okay.
The natural
13,
Nope.
15.
Nope.
Could the natural one affect some of his other buddies?
Okay, so that's 8 total. We're halfway there.
Oh, God.
It's less than half.
Yeah.
Okay, 13 again, 16.
Nope, nope.
That 19 and 17.
19 hits.
It's 4 on salvo. 2 more double rolls. That is a 16 and a natural 2.
Miss.
Dang.
That is a natural 1 and a 23.
23 hits.
So 5 hits on salvo.
Oh.
That's a really good. That's a pretty
5 to 16?
Yeah, that's not bad. It's
Yeah.
not bad.
You do have a dang good AC too.
Once I can actually use this cloak of protection, it'll be even better. Dang old tattered piece of shit.
Is that why you're not using it? Because it's like ripped and stuff?
No, I have to attune to it, so I have to sleep at some point.
38 points of force damage.
I am up.
You're up.
10 hit points.
10 hit points, baby.
10 hit points.
Wow,
Oh my
that's
god.
incredible.
I was also untouched.
Oh my gosh.
Now I'm very touched.
You're you're touched.
And I
Okay.
don't have enough attacks to do much about these dudes.
The 4 that were attacking Hammerfist, by the time he goes down, they spend the rest of their action economy to pick him up, and they start carrying him over to the tunnel where Roscoe is standing in front of. The other ones kind of get flustered.
They're like, this is meat. Why does meat not die?
Why no force scratch? Yeah, just swinging wildly on you. And you can just cursory passive perception. You can hear more screams.
Oh, I'm sure.
From both directions, just all over.
It's a garbage fire.
It is a garbage fire right now. You're right. And at this time, 4 of them are now rushing in from the tunnel that was bursting up into the bar. Only 2 of them have the movement speed to get up to you, Jack, which they do. One of them's going to attack you, and the other one's going to attack Thea. So, for the 4 attacks on you, one of them, fortunately, is a 12, but unfortunately, the other one's a natural 20.
Nice. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me make sure.
Hold up.
I can't do anything about that.
You sure? I don't know about that.
I think it's only for ranged attacks, though.
Okay.
Please
I'm gonna roll the next 2 while you're
Yeah.
looking. Okay.
I just had to identify something twice.
You got. Hey, to be fair, you guys thought you were gonna be
Oh, yeah,
sleeping.
we're just shopping. I'll use my spell slots. I'll take a nice sleep.
What's that? Nothing? Okay. So the natural 20 stands. The next rolls were a natural 1 and a natural 16. So you're going to take, what's your AC?
16.
16. Okay, yeah. So you're going to take 1 hit and 1 crit.
Ow.
Alright.
For the crit, you take 17 points of damage. For the regular hit, I rolled a 1 on the dice. So you're going to take, hold on, let me double check their additive. Okay, yeah, you take 8 points of damage for that next one.
Thank you, 10 hit points.
Okay, so again, for the purposes of expediency, you just hear carnage all around. Leon, you're also up in the mix in the same space that was with Ross, the same one that's blocking the door with Roscoe, right?
Yes.
Okay, got it. I had forgotten that part, but that's okay. We'll move on. Okay, so that is all of those creatures' turns. Founder, it's yours.
I just realized, are we playing in order?
Very nearly, but it bounces around over here.
Yeah, it goes from Leon to JJ.
Oh, okay. Well, it works on camera.
Nice. Oh yeah.
So there's one there's one directly in front of us and then a bunch behind us?
You're currently grappled.
That's right.
And you're being pulled farther and farther away down this tunnel. You turn back to go to see the entrance of the tunnel that was made by them in Sieve Kalor. It's probably about 80 foot back now. Like it's become a very small winking light, and actually they are beginning to start taking turns in this tunnel.
How many are in this little group taking
7.
us away? 7.
Yep.
Okay. I have like one Hail Mary. But it's a wisdom save, and I feel like maybe that's a safe bet. Do they count as humanoid?
No.
Why?
They got 4 legs.
And they're like half crystal. I guess he's half crystal.
Yeah.
He's got 2 legs.
It wasn't a hard no, though. I feel like...
Yeah, but the thing, they're half
that
crystal, but the other half is
important?
definitely not human.
Yeah.
It's like dragon.
Are they a PC race? I don't think they're a PC race.
It's
Am I
not
correct?
it's not a humanoid.
Okay, never mind then.
We're forgetting the other half here.
So you're saying there's a chance?
And we're being carried by separate ones, right?
Yep.
Appeal to their empathetic side.
They have to be humanoid.
Yeah. Specifically monstrosity.
I was gonna try and make friends with them.
Oh, that's it.
But I can't. Because they're monstrosities.
Who was the one that labeled them monsters anyway? They have thoughts and feelings.
Founder did cast Detect Thoughts.
Monster's such a ugly word. You know?
Monster rights. Monster rights.
Yeah.
Do I have Thalner's character? Because Jessica does not. Do I have any sense of direction as far as like where this tunnel is headed? Like north, south?
Are you
east,
proficient in nature
west? Probably not.
or survival?
I grew up in the city.
Or survival.
Wait, did you say proficient?
Proficient in nature or survival.
I'm half proficient in like everything.
Yeah, bards, man.
Does that count?
It's a bard thing. It's called Jack of all trades.
Skills.
Know roughly the direction where.
Okay, if you were proficient, I would have just told you the answer. Because you're a jack of all trades, go ahead and
Survival.
roll me a survival or nature check, your choice.
Nature. At disadvantage.
Yes.
I hate this.
You keep asking.
I know, because I'm hoping I'll forget.
Bard's ability is luck.
Okay. That's 17.
17. It seems like they're heading east.
You would assume.
I am going to cast message.
Okay.
Like any of us, the rest of us know where east is.
I thought you said west.
Who would I tell?
In range of message, which I believe is 100 feet.
120.
120. Okay. The only person you cannot communicate with right now is JJ.
Hi. Not hi.
I think in a moment of sheer panic, I would just point and tell Roscoe. Is there like a limit on how much I can say?
Nope, not for message.
The creatures have Stack and I. They're headed east, I think. They want us they want Stack because he looks crystal in nature, or gem in nature. Watch out for watch Leon's back.
Can I respond back?
Yep.
Fuck!
Nailed it. Okay. Do you have a bonus action you want to use here?
I don't have much left.
After Thalner, it's going to be Thea, then Leon.
You know what? We're in a tight little pack right here. I might as well. I'm going to shout out to the group that's carrying Stack and I. You're making a terrible mistake.
Are you speaking common?
Does it matter?
Well,
Yeah.
what are you saying? Are you using common?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
you said you're making a big mistake?
Yes.
Okay. And what's your goal with saying this?
Draconic Cry.
I see.
So, until the end of my next, or until the start of my next turn, allies have advantage on attack rolls against. Hoping Stack continues punching, which is a safe bet.
Okay.
It's literally the only bonus action I have left.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, Draconic Cry activates, getting all the ones that are currently with you.
Yes. So within 10 feet of me.
Yeah, just the ones that are all surrounding you and Stack right now.
Well, yeah. I didn't know if that would encompass all 7 of them. Okay. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Because I can't move.
Does breaking a grapple cost your action?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was wondering.
Yep,
in
yep,
case,
yep.
You know, I get that.
In case I get that. Okay. Also, you can use acrobatics. That's right. You can use acrobatics to contest grapples. What's your acrobatics?
+3.
Okay. What was your athletics?
+1.
Okay. I think circumstantially,
It was like a 6.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, they got you. But for future reference. Okay, so it's Thea's turn. She's kind of panicking a little bit. She doesn't really know what to do here, but she heard the guy like whispering like down here. And she looks at you and she's just like,
I kind of goes like this.
she's like, live now, fight later, and just slides down into the trap door that the guy was holding up.
Cool.
But giving you bardic inspiration in the meantime. Okay, and that is all of her bardic inspiration. Leon, with JJ after.
All right, so my vision is basically Roscoe is here. I'm here. There's a gem snatcher in front of Roscoe, and then there is a small horde of gem snatchers kind of walking towards me towards the tunnel.
Yes.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to look towards them, and would you say that are they still bunched up?
Yes.
So I'm going to use my psychic breath weapon.
Nice.
It's a 15-foot cone.
Okay.
And I'm going to attach a message while I do it. I'm going to say, "Take me, you smelly beasts, and leave my friends," and hit them with the psychic attack.
What's the save?
It is a DC 16 Dex save.
Okay. Well, because I did it in groups last time, we're going to do it the same here. Half of them roll a natural 20 in the circumstance. And then the other half roll a natural 4.
Sweet.
So about half of them fail. Thematically, we're going to say like the ones that are like in front, basically.
Okay. So that's 7, and then...
And after you do that damage, go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
So, the ones who failed
Persuasion?
take...
Persuasion makes more sense. Persuasion does make more sense.
The one who failed take 8, and the ones who succeeded take 4.
Okay, cool.
And then you said persuasion.
Yep. Are you still raging?
I am.
Do it with advantage.
Sweet. Thank for that, yeah. Oh my god. Okay, I'll take the other one, which was a...
Take the 2.
it's a 2.
It's a better roll. Oh no.
So, and you did this psychically or vocally?
Psychically.
Psychically. Okay. They all look at you strangely and in unison. And you see them like basically clocking you and looking at you with almost like desire and intent, similarly to the first one that had like grabbed you. You get the sense that they have no plan on taking you instead. They're just going to take you.
Mm-hmm. I kind of take 1 or 2 steps back away from them, turn straight towards Roscoe, And then because I have 2 actions, can I 2 attacks?
2 attack actions.
Two attack actions.
Yeah, so the breath consumes all of your attack economy.
Both of them.
Yes.
All of them. Okay.
Well, no. I remember looking this up on stream. You can replace it with one of your attack actions. So you do still have an attack.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I run up to the gem snatcher in front of Roscoe, and as I kind of move past Roscoe and attempt to grapple the gem snatcher, I go, "Roscoe, go!"
Okay.
And
It's going to be a grapple, which is athletics at disadvantage.
Didn't he already use his breath weapon though?
Grapple, yes. So the breath weapon can replace one of your attacks and then grapple is an attack. So,
Sweet.
let me see the one I just replaced. God damn it. 7.
got a 23. So you attempt to grapple it, and you kind of just squeeze it, but you can't get your arms all the way around it as it's such a wide creature. But yeah, you're still raging because you did make an attack. All right, Leon turns up. JJ, you're up.
Okay, so I readied my aim last time, so I have advantage on this attack against the one that they're currently working with.
Okay.
Oh. Advantage. It's okay.
We'll say that it also has half cover from you.
Yeah. That is a 17 when whatever half cover is.
With half cover, 17 is its AC, so you do hit it.
Sick. Okay, and then you may roll damage now or roll attack roll.
Go ahead and, if you're taking another attack, go ahead and do it.
Okay. Oh no. Come on. Whoa.
Oh,
that
no.
was meant to be. Okay, so only one attack.
Okay.
This one did not hit me last turn. Nice. So that one's 15 damage.
Okay. Yeah, this bullet just sails through the air and kind of rips through its chest like a hair's breadth above Leon. Leon, you can feel it like slacking a little bit as if like it's losing its life. It's still alive though.
Okay, and then I'm going to, I guess, use one of my grits. Grit. To dodge roll away from the 2 that are on me right now. So that lets me roll like 10 feet without provoking op attacks.
Nice. Dodge roll.
And then I'm gonna use the rest of the movement to like kind of kite them and move like into smaller.
Okay.
Like go into aiming for like smaller enclosed spaces.
Gotcha. Easier target shooting range. I got you. Okay. All right. So that was JJ, followed by Stack, who's going to try to break this grapple.
Also trying to lead them away from the hidey hole thing.
Gotcha. Yep. It's out of the box. With a natural 7. And then the creature. Yep. It's going to beat him. So that was his first, trying to break a grapple is, that's it. Yep. That was his turn. Okay.
Does that count as an attack roll?
He has the option of inspiration if he fails.
He does have inspiration.
He does. Okay, so that creature had gotten a total of 18. I'm just going to mark it with this die. Stack needs to get at least a 13. Stack got a natural 1.
My boy.
I'm sorry. Okay. Hammer Fist is down. Roscoe with Salvo up next.
All right. So past this guy in front of me, I forget. Are there more people rushing up behind him?
There are 2 that were going down the tunnel and now have turned around to come up and join the one that's past.
With him being kind of still wrapped up with him, would I still get an opportunity attack?
You would actually, if you were to go past this creature, you would take 2 from the ones that are, from some of them that are coming up from behind you, and then you would take 1 from that creature.
What if I wanted to go like back?
Towards the bar?
Yeah.
You would take 1 from that creature, and if you move past this wave of them that are moving forward, then you would take 6 from them. Disengagement is an action, just so you know.
Yeah, so you could do that and then move. Still.
Okay. So I'm trying not to meta. I don't think I heard that dude in the trapdoor.
What's your passive?
15.
Mm-mm.
But I still think that Roscoe would find the safety behind the bar as a thing.
That checks out to me.
So you ain't gonna have to. I think I would. Yeah.
You don't have to argue with me. You don't have to argue with me at all.
Come
Sold.
back there and start
One last drink.
If I'm dying wasted.
So he takes a little swig and spits it in the eyes of the guy in front of him.
Okay, I'll allow it. It just happens.
Disengages and then sprints and does a badass like cop over the hood of the car, slide over the bar.
Okay, all right. Disengages. You basically get right up to the bar, and yeah, flavor-wise, you slide over the bar. That's fine. You see just the tail end of Thea's hair like going down into this hatch behind the bar, and you see the bartender like, "Well, come on!" You don't have any more movement speed to get there now.
Yeah, I can't dash because that's an action, not a bonus.
Yes.
Then I can't even hiding is an action.
Just grab a bottle. It's okay.
Yeah,
I'll let you free action grab a bottle. It's fine.
I have 2 hands.
You grab a bottle.
Like maintaining eye contact with the bartender, like just.
It's just like,
What are you doing, mate? What are you doing?
I have no more movement speed.
This action economy is over.
He's like, what?
Okay.
If you see, you won't get it.
Salvo, you're up. And it's all the other creatures after Salvo.
Yeah, I know. All right, so I have now 4 left because the other 4 took Hammer Fist, right? Mm-hmm. And they're pretty damaged, right? Because Flame Breath and psychic damage.
They're looking.
And my Shatter.
They look hardy.
Heartily damaged.
I will tell you above half health.
Above half health.
Yes, I will tell you that.
Let's just say they're gonna be slightly less than that.
Okay. What are you doing here?
The closest one to me, is he right in front of me?
Yeah. You were in melee range of them. Yes. There's 2 that had come up trying to punch, or 4 of them that had tried to punch on you.
Well, I'm going to point blank firebolt him first. Yeah, start with that. 19.
19 hits.
Ten
10 points of damage.
10 fire damage.
Okay.
Followed by cannon activation.
All right.
On the same one.
On the same one.
For a 23.
Definitely hits.
Nine.
9 points of damage. It's still up.
Ow.
Yeah, these just literally a salvo of fire and artillery just starts coming from you and bursting into this guy, and he's getting hit, but he's still like walking forward towards you. Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. I was gonna say you could take a movement, but it would be 2 opportunity attacks.
Yeah, no.
Okay, got it. So from here.
So it was stubborn.
I don't know if I can't do this because it's not my turn, but if the enemies are coming at this point, I'm assuming I'm going to be screwed. Can I like passively go with them, or are they going to just beat me up no matter what because I've already beaten up on them?
What's your passive insight? I imagine not great, but
I actually have a plus Oh, passive insight. Let me
Yes,
see.
yes.
Passive. Oh, 13.
Okay. 13 will do it. You've seen these creatures straight up assaulting people, and you've noticed that when it comes to you, they're only trying to grapple you. They weren't trying to kill you. So if you did do that, you would assume that they would just grapple you.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to be passive about it?
I'm going to say, I know where you're taking me, and I want to go.
They don't. The ones that are running up to you, they don't respond to that. And two of them basically just kind of slam into you, like pushing you into the one in the tunnel, which kind of gets pushed back a little bit, but then moves out of their way so they can keep moving. And yeah, they just straight up pick you up, and you're being carried down that same tunnel.
Just crowd surfed.
Take me to a leader.
Oh boy. So
Unstoppable force right there.
we're gonna go over to the ones that are attacking Salvo.
Technically speaking, too, the one I did hit with the electric cannon is pushed back 10 feet.
So you would have only have taken one opportunity attack if you ran.
That was after.
Still wouldn't have.
Okay. All right. So
Salvo's wanting to get to stack.
it gets pushed back 10 feet and then runs 10 feet as in your melee range again.
Checks out.
So you're about to have 8 more attacks coming your way.
You mean 16?
No, because actually what you do notice is with this wave that has grabbed, because you're watching this whole thing live, you notice that the ones that were attacking you were just trying to get you separated from this tunnel that they're all running from.
Right.
They're the two that were in front of you and the one that you had shot, basically they're staying there to ensure that further, but the other two are now running through that tunnel as well. It's like, and kind of, again, peripheral passive perception is pretty dang high. You're starting to notice that there are less screams and less attacks happening and more just carrying of things by these creatures.
Yeah, that checks out.
So yeah, you have 4 attacks coming your way.
Okay.
Or, sorry, 8, because there's 2 on you. First round, that's out of the box. 22 and 10.
22 hits.
Okay. Second round.
You could probably just roll damage on that real quick.
Oh, really?
No, I want to see you get destroyed. Sorry.
Let's just do damage real quick on that one. 8 points of damage.
I'm down.
Okay.
Meets it.
Okay. So here's the deal. When you're unconscious and you take a melee attack, it is and it hits, it's considered a critical, which is 2 fails. So what I will say, basically in the slow motion bullet time of you getting slashed and you going unconscious, JJ, you're watching this happen. You see the one that had slashed is taking its second slash on Salvo. The other one who had pulled its arm up to go slash notices Salvo falling, steps down, and starts turning around to go follow the other ones down the tunnel. That one that is attacking you while you're unconscious will do so at advantage.
Hold on, wait. Let me see what action economy this costs. Pretty sure it's just my reaction. I'll wait to see if it hits, I guess. Because I can do cover fire. I should have done that before, but it's okay. Attack against a creature other than you, I can spend 1 grit as a reaction to impose disadvantage. So.
Okay, so to impose disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be a flat roll. It had gotten a 19, but I rolled 2. So I'm just going to take 1, roll again, see what happens.
Okay.
Okay? Natural 1.
It misses.
Nice.
So you do not take the critical attack. The creature, as it misses, because basically it misses as you're falling, and then it kind of steps back, noticing that you're unconscious, and it also turns around and starts heading down the tunnel. Okay, so now just the 2 that are chasing Jack around. They both, like, as they're chasing after you, you both see them, like, stop and slightly turn both their heads in the same direction. And they just kind of, like, snort a little bit and start running out of the bar towards that tunnel.
Okay.
So, Circumstantially, what I will say is, unless you guys plan on chasing, right now you're out of combat.
No.
No? Okay.
Consciously being carried, but you're heavily grappled,
Yeah.
and then you're consciously being carried by choice.
Passively.
and I went down trying to not.
I'm drinking.
Okay, so you guys are out of combat.
Yeah.
All these creatures are beginning to leave the tunnels. It's dead silent for a while inside the sieve until you just start hearing shouts, people calling out each other's names, some groans of pain, people, shouting help, that kind of thing. Slowly coming out of the trapdoors, Thea and that bartender seeing Roscoe like, "Hey, can I have some of that?"
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Thanks.
I hand him that bottle as I simultaneously grab another one.
No, it's Thea and the other guy. The other guy's just like, "Don't get paid nothing." Just starts leaving the bar area. Before we continue with what's happening in the sieve, we're going to smash cut to the tunnel, and we're actually going to fast forward time a little bit.
Oh, good.
I just like the visualization of Thalner like kicking and screaming like no, no, and then me just like
Like you like catch up to us, and I'm like, get off. Yeah.
crowd
Like,
surfing
so-
like all the way. Don't fight it.
Am I making death saves?
Oh yeah, let's.
Oh.
I had said before we get back to that, so let me narrate this and then we'll get back to that
Sure.
one. But yes, you would be.
Oh no.
Because I'm going to run through it anyway.
So, about 14 hours pass being carried through these tunnels.
Holy shiznizzle.
I will allow, if you think to do it, for the two of you to get a long rest.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So relaxed, anyways.
I was sleeping.
And during that time, are you taking a long rest, Thalner?
Gameplay wise, like I need to, but Downler's nervous.
But also exhausted already. You've been up for like 36 hours or whatever.
Before doing so, he would message to Stack and be like, keep an eye out, pay attention to what's going on, look at every detail around us, and tell me about it when we get there.
You got it.
Thanks, buddy.
I don't recover the level of exhaustion though, correct?
You do.
Oh, I do.
Yep. So if you guys are taking a long rest,
Yeah.
you're going to recover your exhaustion. You're going to do the long rest, reset everything, and you guys level up.
Taking a long rest should go ahead and get
Whoa,
it for you.
wait. No, it made me specify actually.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
So now you guys know that they level up.
Oh, because it says requires food and drink.
Yeah. That's
I'm going to override that. You guys remove the exhaustion. Don't worry about it right now.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you have rations. You could have ate.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we ate
I was
breakfast.
crowd
got
surfing.
pocket
Like, I just
snacks?
had
Oh
a-
yeah,
had
I
a
brought
bag
snacks
out.
to watch Roscoe's fight. I had just eaten.
Yeah, and yeah, you had a kebab. Like that was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so by the time you reawaken, you're still in a tunnel. It's still the same smell, the same feel, like the stamping of sharp claws on dirt and sand and rock. But you start to hear a strange ringing sound. Multiple different frequencies, and it's actually what wakes you up. And Stack at this point says, "I've been watching. It's been nothing but tunnel, but I think we're here, wherever here is." And as you guys pass through a large cavernous mouth, you are in the what appears to be ruins of a city. Deep within a hole in the ground, you can see the sky. It's daytime now. And all around the edges of this hole are bright, sharp, shimmering rocks jutting up like jagged teeth. That ringing sound you're starting to realize is sounding off of these rocks. Give me a history check, both of you.
Hold on, you were like, do a bunch of stuff to your character sheet.
It's okay.
And then you were like,
That's okay. Don't worry.
11.
Can't hike if you're dead.
oh, and we're not rolling at disadvantage now.
Yep.
15.
15. 11. Something strange about this to you seems familiar, though you don't recall it. However, you have a sensation in your heart that you need to be here, and you can kind of feel the sword buzzing behind you. You recognize this as the Shimmering Fang, the same location in which Wygroff had gone to, and the same location that Hammerfist had informed you. This is the lair of Limrith.
And the same location I sent the crinkles?
And the same location you sent the crinkles.
I messaged to Leon, well, that was an unexpected shortcut.
We were meant to follow them.
So we won.
So we're gonna cut back in time to our three here, just after this fight. You hear Salvo like coughing and sputtering, like choking on blood inside of her lungs.
Yeah.
Salvo, give me a death save real quick.
Big money, no whammies. Ooh, that's a fail.
It's one fail. Yeah, just a huge, just globule of blood spurting out of her mouth.
Yeah, basically, as soon as I saw her guard drop from fighting the things, I knew that she was unconscious, and that's why I fired those defensive shots, and I'm running over
Okay.
immediately. Yeah, blood in your lungs is not good. That is a medical diagnosis. So it's 1d6.
I just imagine JJ hovering over my body going, blood in your lungs ain't good.
Still smoking a cigar.
5 plus your level, which is 5, so 10 HP.
I will take it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like trying to hold you upside down and get the blood out of here.
How many times I get
Slap
to
him
you?
like a baby.
burping her a little bit.
Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You're conscious.
yeah.
The dust has quite literally not settled yet. There's a haze of just debris floating through the area, like tramping footprints all over of the gem stalkers, the claw marks in the ground. And you guys find yourself standing in a half-destroyed bar in a half-destroyed sieve.
Hello? Anyone still here?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. I'm all right.
Roscoe, give me a
Anyone else?
con save for your drinking real quick.
It's a 1.
You roll more ones than anyone else at this table.
Why do you think I'm a
That's why he
half?
always is a halfling.
It's a 13.
So 13, you're effectively wasted right now.
Oh, this is great. Okay, hold on.
While he's pulling up those mechanics, here in a moment, we will be going on a quick 15-minute break to return to the table afterwards.
All right, so when I am wasted, I'm now exhaustion level 2.
Yep. So your movement speed is halved.
But I get a charisma bonus where I'm basically a folk hero. And commoners come to my aid because I'm so hilariously drunk. So I'm gonna turn to the bartender like, hey, you look like a really top-notch bartender. So
Thank
Hold
you.
on.
Are you all right?
yeah,
Maybe not.
oh no, that actually helps.
Sir,
You must make those health shots everyone's been going crazy about. Recently.
the Dragon's Lust? Yeah.
Yeah, so you got some health potions around here.
Yes, I do. Do you need some?
I'm gonna need all of them.
Okay, you definitely look like you need it. Fine. He goes into the back, kind of like through a flap in some doorway, and comes back, and he's literally cradling like this little pot. And he brings it out to him. And he goes like, "For saving my life, thank you."
All right, yeah. my do-si-do barrel is empty by now.
Uh-huh.
So I just fill my do-si-do barrel with healing potion.
There were 5 minor healing potions in there.
Alright.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm still like double fisting bottles, and I kind of shove them in my pack, and I fill up my hip flask.
Not the top okay. All right.
I kind of give him this look.
Fine. Whatever you need. You did save my life. It's fine. It's quite all right.
Alright. And with that, I've got some important business to...
As Roscoe passes out at the bar.
It's amazing.
JJ picking up Salvo, probably hearing all of this raucous mishiva. Yeah, we're going to go and take a 15-minute break, stretch our legs, use the restroom, all that fun stuff. And when we come back, we will continue this episode of Scales of Fate. You're kidnapped.
Yeah.
You, Stack, and Leon are kidnapped.
See you soon.
Too soon.
Bye. Okay, and welcome back to Scales of Fate, everybody. We just had a big old kidnapping of some of our party members. Real quick recap. Long story short, the Sea of Kalor was attacked by a bunch of gem stalkers, and in the process, Leon, Thalner, and Stack have been abducted and taken down a very long series of tunnels, and wound up on the other side at the Shimmering Expanse. Meanwhile, our friends back at Sea of Kalor are starting to pick themselves up, pull themselves together. For purposes of the story moving forward, this is kind of going to be another like fast forward thing that I had done with them over here. Long story short, after the chaos of the aftermath dies down, you guys are approached by Edorin Two-Tone, the small sand gnome with like pink hair and goggles, and he goes, where's the rest of you?
Is this that same, like, just happened?
Yes.
Okay, so, like, I'm, like, still coughing up blood.
Oh, my... I've never seen that happen here before.
Where's Stack? Where's Stack?
Oh, it's not looking good.
You see Salvo's normally kind of stable demeanor look a little cracked as she's stressing over Stack. It's like, where?
I haven't seen Stack or Downer since the attack. I don't know where they could be. Maybe they're still...
Thea pipes up.
Leon? Where's Leon?
Leon's missing too.
Where's Roscoe?
Oh, he's here.
You look over and Roscoe's kind of passed out on the bar with 2 bottles in his hand.
He's here.
You see a slight amount of like normalcy return to her face. Like, oh, okay, that's fine. It's fine. Well, let's go. We need to get them. And I stand up and then I like kind of like sit back down.
Whoa. Hold on. You don't need to be going anywhere in your current state.
We need to.
It's still nighttime and...
Stack. Everyone.
Listen, I definitely can appreciate that you need to go get your friends, but I think we should recuperate and at the very least patch up your wounds.
No,
here.
that's logical. That's yeah. And you see her composure come back. Like, yes, that's it's certainly what we should do. Yeah.
Listen, you guys just take your time, get you a nap, get you patched up. I don't know where you think you need to be going to find your friends, but what I can say is any friends of Hammerfist is a friend of mine. I can lend you a sand sailor. Where is Hammerfist?
Oh, and then I rush over to where the ruckus happened and check him out. I don't know how to heal him.
Yeah, you go and you check out his body. Many rendered parts of metal and dents and everything. And Edorin actually runs up there with you and kind of takes out this small, like, not dissimilar from Salvo's like arcane rod, like kind of taps him on the head, taps him in a couple places. Like you hear like a shuddering, sliding, grating of metal as like he checks out the underneath of his eyes, and he goes, "Oh, your friend's gone."
But he's like inorganic. You can fix him.
I know. I can do what I can, but I've already brought him back once, and when I brought him back, I had his old original body. Here, help me get him down to my shop, and I'll see what I can do.
This is out of my wheelhouse. Yeah, I help him.
Okay. And this is the part we're going to kind of fast forward here. You guys take your time, get a long rest.
Oh, thank God.
And also you level up. During this time, Edarin eventually lets you know, JJ, is like you're kind of falling asleep at the counter, not dissimilar to when you worked at your clinic. Edarin at one point eventually wakes you up, and you notice that several hours, like you can tell that several hours have passed. Like you do feel rested.
Yeah.
He goes, "Well, hope you didn't mind that I didn't bother waking you up, seeing as looks like you needed your rest." And
yeah, I'm here. What's up?
He's gone, JJ. I couldn't. And he just kind of gets choked up on his words.
I kind of like turn around and take a couple paces. And it's kind of like slam something like a desk or a table really
A bunch
hard.
of tools like clatter, and a beaker falls off and shatters, and he doesn't say anything.
Damn it. It's one thing I swore wouldn't happen again, and it just keeps happening.
Well, take it from an old sand gnome. You can't prevent death. You can tell that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, so you can damn sure try.
You can look up at him, and you can kind of see these. He's got a glossy sheen to his eyes, and he turns away from you. He goes, "All right, well," kind of has his back to you, his arms folded behind him. He just looking at Hammerfist, and he says, "Go get yourself patched up. Go find your friends. Sounds like you're all heading off to Shimmering Fang. I don't know if that's where you're still planning on going with your friends being gone, but I'll make sure sand sail is ready for you."
Sorry, couldn't do more, but I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
He kind of slightly turns his head until you can see his profile, and he says, "Y'all did plenty."
Thank you. Kind of part ways awkwardly.
Gotcha. As you attempt to walk out the door, he says, "Oh, wait. That fire on your back there.
Yeah.
Give me a couple hours to tinker with it, and I can make some improvements on it."
I mean, she shoots fine. I mean, if you think...
My magic one?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you think you can do something to it, sure.
Well, considering our conversation and everything that's been happening lately, there's been something I've been working on for myself here, and I think maybe this should be the first prototype.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not too used to the new stuff that's coming out now, but if you show me how to use it, I'm sure I can make it work.
Sure.
Appreciate that.
So you leave him your rifle, you head out, you reconvene with the rest of them. You guys all have your long rest. Eventually, you are the four of you summoned by Edarin to go to his shop. Roscoe, you're still drunk.
Yeah, I still have one level of exhaustion.
Yep,
I hate to say.
yeah. That's true. But yeah, you guys all head back into the shop. As you enter, Eddie kind of walks you over to the counter where he was working on his gun, to like hops up a couple of steps. He says, "Well, I've been looking at it, and this is you're right, damn fine piece of equipment. So the prototype I was telling you about," and he basically pulls the ammo cartridge, and normally where you would see your bullets in there, as well as like looking inside, you still see Salvo's arcane magic kind of whirring in there. Inside, you see bullets that look like there's a strange metal casing around it. And inside of that casing, there's like a slit all around the edge. And inside of that slit, you see like a mildly glowing red liquid. And he says, I've been working on this for a while, but these here are healing shots.
I'm sorry?
Well, normally you take a crack at something and,
As one does.
Right. These basically are low velocity ballista that when they come in contact with whatever you shoot with these shots, actually kind of gives them a little bit more pep in the step, heals them a little bit.
I don't know.
Let's test it out, man.
Oh.
I mean, are you in full health?
Yeah, I still want to get shot.
I don't know if I feel comfortable pointing this thing at people.
No, it's fine. Here, I'll show you. And he picks it up and it's way too big and he fires at Roscoe. You get hit. It feels like getting hit with like a BB pellet or like an airsoft pellet. But as soon as it does, you feel like something getting injected into your body, and your exhaustion goes away. Oh. Now, mechanically, I'm just doing that so you can feel like there is a difference because you're at full health. It's not going to remove exhaustion in the future, but you definitely feel more hearty after getting shot with that.
Oh man, I thought I had the best shots until now, man. That's a whole nother thing.
Right? That's what I was saying. I came up with this a long time ago, and this gun's actually perfect for it. The fact that it's harboring magic on it's actually helped it out a little bit.
Well, I'll be damned.
A bonk does as a bonk does.
I don't know what to say, but like, how do I? Do I come back to you for more? Or how does this work?
Oh, well, so long story short, the tech's pretty simple, and he pulls out like this small ammo case. You got 30 shots in there. You got 4 in your gun right now. These are empty. So the only way that you're going to get them back up is if you just pour some healing potions into them and seal them up before you load them.
That's...
Mechanically, these shots are going to heal 1d4 plus 2, not 2d4.
Yeah.
But if you hit the target and you heal them with it, they will heal 1d4 plus 2.
Sick.
Each shot.
That's awesome.
Is it one healing potion per round?
So
fill them up?
it says so filling them up is not something that you necessarily would be able to do in combat. You're going to need the foresight to do it ahead of time. But as many shots as he has action economy, so right now he has two attack actions. It takes his attack action to fire these special bullets, but he could potentially hit the same person twice and heal him twice with it.
I think what he's asking is if you have 5 empty cases, is that one health potion, like one potion gets 5 bullets refilled, or one gets all 30 refilled?
You're asking.
One health potion goes into one bullet, and you got to buy like 30 health potions.
Gotcha. One health potion can fill 10 bullets.
10.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay. And then for mechanics wise, I would just buy ammo and bullets to make more.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, from that perspective, Salvo, you're pretty sure you can recreate these casings.
That's pretty similar. You see, it has blah, 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 blah. I want to just do this as a role play, but I say it in normal words, but JJ just hears like...
I'm squinting real hard.
And then you shoot it.
Yeah. See, she gets it.
You do a great nibbler impression.
For what it's worth, when I woke up, I attuned my cloak of protection, and I, after experiencing what I did yesterday, infused my shield. It is now a repulsion shield.
Oh, nice.
Which does something if I need to.
Cool. We'll find out one day. That's freaking sweet, though.
Shoot him too.
But you can see Salvo is shook after what happened yesterday and is now upped their AC by some amount, you can tell.
All right. So from there, after like the breakdown of all that tech and everything, he says, all right, well, I can lend you guys my best sailor. By the by, are y'all still planning on going to the Shimmering Fang, or do you know they might have taken your friends?
Yeah,
or
man,
anything?
they took him down that tunnel. Like,
So you're gonna chase him down the tunnel?
That sounds like a terrible idea.
why?
Thea kind of like raises her hand. She's like, I vote not the tunnel? That's just my vote.
How far does my
Frontal attack. You're right. That does sound way better.
How far does my book send?
Sending is as long as they're on the same plane of existence.
I reach out. I'm like, well, I have my book. I could try reaching out to them.
What?
What?
Books, man. You're.
Oh yeah, like neither of them. Like, oh yeah, I'm like looking around like. I may have a way
This
to
isn't
reach out
time
to our
for
party
reading.
members.
But there's just one way, though.
Is it?
I don't know.
Sending?
I don't
Sending is the spell.
Uh-huh.
You basically name a creature.
Mm-hmm.
You send them a message of 25 words or less, and they can respond with a message of 25 words or less.
Okay.
Distance doesn't matter as
Awesome.
long as they're on the same plane of existence.
Okay. I tell them, think of this as a once but both way communication of up to say 25 words or so.
Sure.
So we can ask them if they're fucked, and they can be like, "Yeah,
Precisely.
good idea, man."
I might say it more articulately, but yes, that is the gist.
It's okay. Yeah. He gets it.
That's pretty dang impressive. I'd love to see how it works.
Let's see if it does.
So, for mechanics purposes, you don't roll the d20 until after the sending is complete.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, this is what you sent me is slightly different than what I had heard written down, but that I like this better. Okay. I will make a note of that and change it. Okay. Alrighty, I'm going to send. Who would know sending? Probably. I'm gonna reach out to Thalner because I think Thalner's the most familiar with mind talk. Although you mind talk, but you're no.
He tries to communicate back with his.
We
Leon,
are angry. There is blue.
Leon, in the ruins of the Shimmering Fang, you sneeze.
I attempt ascending to Thalner. I say, "Are you okay? Where are you? Is everyone there? Any information," I'm doing syllables, "any information would be very helpful. We'll try to find you."
ASAP.
Yeah, that's 20.
You're at 20 right now.
JJ, Roscoe, Salvo,
Thea.
Thea, okay.
Nice. Thalner, you get that message in your head. And you,
Okay.
You,
Wait, don't I have to? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
now you roll the d20.
Oh, but it goes through.
It goes through.
Good. Oh, good.
It goes through.
Oh, it's okay. It's
Okay, cool.
It does not explode.
Remove one charge
Yeah,
from it.
gotcha.
Okay. Thalner, you can reply with 25 words or less.
Does the DC get harder? No. Still okay. Thank God. Whew.
Nope.
Probably don't even need all that.
This is right about the time that you guys are moving into the Shimmering Fang.
Okay, right, because the time has now passed for them. Too.
Yep.
Yeah, because we've woken up.
Real quick. So, what do I know about Limrith?
No history check needed. Hammerfist had told you guys a bit about Limrith, like how she had attacked and destroyed his hometown, Sieve Corvog. You know that she is an adult blue dragon. You know that her lair is here in the Shimmering Fang. And you also, having cast Detect Thoughts on these gem stalkers, you put 2 and 2 together. Limrith was the one that had sent them.
Yeah, that's basically because I made that connection, but I wanted to make sure that wasn't something Thalner would know. So, Stack, Leon, Thalner, okay. Shimmering Fang. Limrith sent snatchers. Play it smart. Good luck.
All right. Play it smart. And I just hear that in my head, right? Well, I have good news and I have bad news.
As always.
What would you prefer first?
Bad.
Bad, yeah.
They're in the Shimmering Fang, and they were sent by Limrith, the creatures.
Yeah,
Bloody hell.
Wait, isn't that good?
No!
They already made it to where.
What do you mean it's good?
They already made it to where we wanted to go.
Well, it may as well be dead now.
I mean, they're not.
And on that subject, the good news is everyone is okay.
Fuck.
Thea just goes, can't believe I'm saying this. We were going there anyway.
It is true.
We certainly are now. I must.
Why were we originally going there?
Amethyst recruited you guys to go help get revenge. And also, my
Find her father.
grandfather is
Grandfather.
supposedly there.
I need to finish off the crinkles before they say who won.
That's right. You sent them out. Wait, you sent them out there. What if they're alive? Huh. How much money do we have collectively? There's a bunch of mercs, right? What if we hire them and they help us get our friends back?
I mean,
We'll
they
see
had a
this
real
out.
head start on us getting there.
Seeing as how their crinkles paid them, or was offering to pay them, what was it, 10 grand?
I think they said 30,000.
30,000
30,000 gold?
Yeah, I don't know if we have enough to.
I'm about 29,960 shy.
That's if they get back.
Could you send a sending to one of them? We should do that.
That's a very good question.
You're right. Send
Can
a
I?
sending to the crinkles and tell them that they're all dead.
Actually, that's kind of funny.
To the actual crinkles.
Yeah,
and tell
pretend
them
that we're the mercenaries. We're like, they got us.
The-
They won.
that-
We couldn't make it.
tell the crinkles that the Hexters died.
Yeah.
Purely just waste the book on that.
I mean,
What do you mean waste the book?
Yeah. What do you mean waste the book?
How does that help us?
30,000 gold plus the race, man. Well,
How do we get to
They'll put
30,000 gold?
oh, we gotta go back. We also then we'll have to put our hands in the plaque they put on the square and everything
Cannon.
for the race.
Oh my god.
Cannon.
I think you have psychosis.
I think it's just a psycho.
There's a
Official diagnosis.
I know it.
salvo ever the diplomat in a sense. I love your ideas. I think we have a few steps before we get to that point. Like, save our friends. Make it back.
Survive.
Survive. Alive.
I'm never gonna say this again, but man, I wish I had my own book.
What? You can just buy one.
Not
I
one
love
of
how
them
he doesn't
fancy
understand how
books.
the book. You don't. Do you know that that's like you just think, oh, it's like a salvo book. Yeah.
Books just talk to each other.
Yeah.
You mean like an interpreting book?
I'm just yeah. I mean, you write stuff in the books, and people here all around hear it.
Okay. We'll get you one.
I got plenty of books on the wall here.
Shouting into it.
What do you
And I
think?
go for a book.
I love it.
Okay. Yeah, you go and you just start grabbing at books. The first one you find is like applied physics to sand and wind manipulation. Next one you grab is just mechanics in the rough. The next one you grab is theories of the darkest night. Next one you grab. There's tons of books on this bookcase. What are you taking?
You wanted an empty one?
Yeah, I'd probably be looking for the most empty one.
Okay.
A coloring book or something.
Hold on. Highs, lows are in between.
For him to create his art of words.
There's a sketchbook. There's a sketchbook that has some blueprints and some doodles of potential
It's
inventions.
like, oh man, someone filled up this one and this one.
Oh,
and
get careful.
Some math guy fucking was
stop throwing my
talking to
books.
people about this.
I said you can have one, not throw them.
Oh, here we go, man. This one's empty.
I'd like to point out that the math one was just page numbers. Like catching.
Fine, take it. Whatever, I'll go get me a new one. Well, what's the plan? Sand sail?
Beast.
Yeah, unless we have another better idea.
Do you have a secret tunnel that goes to the Shimmering Fang?
There's the one right there.
Other than that tunnel there?
No, typically we don't have tunnels outside of what's in the sea itself, and most of the time if we need to travel about the desert, we take the sand sail.
Do you know of anyone who has made it to the Shimmering Fang and survived?
Plenty, yeah. There's a lot of people. Most of them, they're just going to sightsee.
What?
Most of them, if they go out there and they mess with Limrith or try to steal from her hoard, no, they don't come back.
But can they go there and like get a tour?
I don't know. I've never been there.
But you said they come back.
Some of them have, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Some of them have.
How long of a trip is it to get out there?
On sand sail, 3 hours maybe.
Oh shit, man. Yeah.
I mean, it was 12 hours through tunnel. We don't know that, I guess, but
Do not.
Yeah.
but we know that they're there, and it's roughly 12 hours later. So no more than 12 hours.
I really actually would like to get back on a boat. That'd be pretty.
Would you like to take the sand boat to the Shimmering Fang?
You have me a boat.
Sand boat to Shimmering Fang? Unless you have a better idea.
Some
people survive.
I'll take some over none. But does anyone need provisions? Everyone good to go?
Oh yeah, mate. You got like any food?
I mean, there's plenty down in the market, but if you're asking about my food stalls, the way you treated my books, no, you can't see my fridge.
I won't. Just tell me where to stay away from your fridge.
The whole thing, the door, don't open it.
But in that, he was pointing at the fridge.
Yes.
Okay, just what.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put your books back real nicely, and I'm sorry, like upside down and backwards.
Well, it's the thought that counts. All right, meet you at the sand sail in about half an hour. Basically, and he gives you directions.
Okay.
Do you guys have extra potions here? Not from you, or just I can buy. Or...
The market definitely would have some potions, albeit it might be a little bit scarce after the attack, but
Right. Okay.
yeah.
I'll see what they got. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. And as you guys kind of all filter out, we're going to pop back over to our friends out here in the Shimmering Fang. You guys are still being carried. And as they basically, like, their quadrupedal limbs of their body are just roving over broken down walls and terraces and parapets and statues, and there's even a part that kind of like resembles what might have been like a large fountain at some point, just completely run dry and choked with dust. They seem to be heading towards a centralized structure within this large pit. And to give you a sense of size, this pit within the Shimmering Fang has ravines that offshoot from it, and those ravines become even more spiky and covered with like those shining glowing rocks. It's roughly, this pit itself, it's roughly an estimate about 1,000 feet in diameter. Massive. It looks like this might have been at one point a city, or at least a small one within the desert.
Could I do a? I guess I couldn't do a nature check with Smargard. It would have to be religion, correct?
Yes, but your background ability is basically asking Smargard like, how do I feel about this circumstance? It's that gambler one that's like rescan.
Draconic intuition.
Yeah, so if you're wanting to do something outside of that, then yeah, it would be a religion check. But if you're just trying to use your draconic intuition, then what are you looking for?
I'll use my draconic intuition to ask if this is the lair of my worst enemy.
So, as you are moving, no, you're not moving. As you're being carried through the city and they begin approaching a larger centralized structure, it's almost like a large domed Capitol building that had like at the top of it busted through. And the jostling of the rubble almost makes you feel like you're not getting an answer. But your eyes kind of cloud over for a moment, and you get an image of a very large, effeminate dragon just kind of curled up upon a pile of jewels and gold and many other valuables. You can see her raising her head and kind of tilting it as if hearing something. And two things happen. The first is unmistakably, this is Big Blue. The second, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
That's not good. 9.
Okay. Whispers. How am I going to do this? I'm going to go over this way.
You get a really long tube.
Yeah.
Have you seen those head sock things that they sell at like, I know they sell them at Meow Wolf, but it's like a big tube that you put over one head and then the other, and it makes like this tunnel between. It's just fat. It's the goofiest.
I was thinking Dixie cups.
On a string? Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah,
But
blah,
that
blah. We need to
sounds-
talk so that no one can hear him. Da-da-da-da-doodly-doo. Yeah.
What'd you
Yeah,
eat today?
make
Your
eye
breakfast.
contact.
There's just fabric, so we like all hear it just fine. Like, oh yeah, secret tube. Line with foil.
Ah. Or what if we just build one out of soundproof foam?
This is the secret tunnel.
The cans on a string, man.
He's
We
not
should
wrong.
get like special agent earpieces.
Oh, man.
That's just what we need. More tech.
Yes, exactly. So,
You guys have a budget?
as you kind of snap back into that, from that feeling and those thoughts, you look at this large building and you know that this is the heart of her lair.
I start to Thalner, if you were looking over at the time while all this was going on, you would have seen that a spark of emotion came on my face, but then he immediately was struck back to a straight face, and a single tear streams down my eye, and I continue forward, emotionless.
I'm being carried, right?
Yep.
I actually had a question about that.
Sure.
The one that grappled me, you said pinned my arms behind my back and just kind of carried me from my arms as a backpack. So I haven't been able to move my arms or hands in 14 hours.
I would say that part of the circumstance of you actually getting a long rest was that, like, once they felt like you were not resisting them anymore, yeah, they kind of carried you more delicately.
Okay.
Stroking your hair. Whispering to you.
I don't think does
Spines.
Thalner have hair?
Yeah, horns.
Okay.
Scales. Skills and scales. That's me.
Stroking your horns. Okay.
Nope, I'm leaving that one alone.
They didn't.
Seeing that shift in demeanor as we came into this place, and like my own understanding of like it's about to get bad, I'm gonna try and talk to my captor
Okay.
in Draconic.
Okay.
I'm going to ask, what exactly is Limerick's intentions with us?
Real quick. Give me a persuasion check.
Yes.
You can tell for the first time with your passive insight that, like, you've been speaking common with Leon and Stack, and you've noticed earlier that, like, when speaking common they don't really register. When you speak Draconic, it stares down on you, and you can tell that it understands you.
Looking down with my eyes. Persuasion. That's a math. That's a 30.
30?
Thank
Okay.
Yes.
So during this moment, you see it. You see that it understands you, but for the first moment after you saying that, you're like, "Oh wait, that's problematic," because you notice that it doesn't have a mouth. It just has sealed skin pulled over the structure of its face, and it just has like slits in the middle of it for like nostrils, but it doesn't have a mouth. And then you hear in your mind this booming resonant sound as if it was coming from every single other one at the same time, like a hive mind. We follow her command. We bring her jewels, her gems, and her treasures.
Okay.
Does she like her treasures intact and living?
You got a 30 persuasion check. That is how she that is how she prefers them. She wants to keep them pristine.
I look over at Leon to see if he's like registering any or hearing any of this conversation.
He's not hearing any of it right now.
Does she have a lot of these living treasures?
Give me another persuasion check. This one's at disadvantage.
Why? Just to spite me?
No. You're asking followers of a dragon about her treasures.
That's fair. Aw, that was another 19. That's a 4, which is a 10, so that's a 21.
21.
So weird math.
I
believe you.
Okay.
Eloquence bard.
Okay.
He says, they say, rather, she has the finest collection in the land. She has many gems.
But living ones?
Yes.
Okay, stop talking.
And as they continue carrying you into this large building, kind of, the strange part about it is you're starting to notice things that you weren't from so far away. Bones and scales. You see what appears to be a slightly tilted and cracked, aged with dust, like rib cage, massive in size, and not too far off from that, the skull of a dragon. Littered all about the ground as you guys begin to notice these things, scales of many colors, but primarily those of metallic. And as you enter into what I am calling the Citadel, you see rised up, almost as if it was a mountainous pile that cascades down towards the front door of just jewels and gold. You see other living creatures, humanoids, different shapes, sizes, makes, all littered about, some of them sitting up in raised, elevated positions almost to look down upon those who are entering the Citadel. And first motionless, and then rising up with a massive wingspan stretching out and folding back in. a humanoid, or a massive, not humanoid, blue dragon. Tendrils coming down from the ends of her snout, and electricity just slowly arcing and racing across her spine.
I'm assuming, are we still grappled currently?
Yeah. More or less for you, you've just been kind of like held on by like elbow and shoulder in between two of them, and you're just being walked in.
Okay. Telepathically in Draconic, I say to the people grabbing me, "Let me go. I must give back what is rightfully hers."
They look at you, and they look at each other and then look back up at Limrith, and you hear out loud in Draconic, "He speaks true. He's brought me one of my treasures back. Let him go."
And I walk up to the base of where she's at, and I lay on the ground, the sword, lower my head, and step back a couple feet and stay there.
You'll make a fine captain yet.
I'm emotionless, but tears coming down my eyes.
And we're gonna cut back over to our friends.
I'm totally fine. That didn't happen. So, yeah.
Everything is awesome.
We're getting on a sandsail.
Sandboating, running on the
There's like
sandboat.
swimsuits with like this hat, like
Sand fights.
Oh, no.
I got sand.
If you guys would prefer any provisions that you wanted to buy and purchase before heading out, we can do off camera.
Yeah.
Sure.
We would prefer that. Okay. You guys.
Unless it's weird, I don't know.
Yeah.
So sausage.
Yeah. I mean, like the slit glasses, maybe, you know, that kind of stuff.
Sunscreen.
Yeah, the basic sand survival stuff.
So, long story short, the sand sail itself has these strange, like, folded in pillars. Like, imagine like a wake boat where there's like a centralized one and then off attached onto two sides another two pieces with masts on every single one. Like the ones on the edges are a little bit smaller. It's just laying in dirt right now. And as Edorin is like telling people to open the hangar, there's like this stone shelf that slides forward as sand begins to pour down into it. And as sand moves forward, he kind of hops up, turns on a couple of the knobs and pulls a few winches and things. And you hear like this strange humming sound. And you can see that the sand right in front of this boat is starting to slide a little bit underneath it.
Oh, I'm immediately investigating the heck out of this thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Because I'm like, ooh, humming. And it's gonna be real big. That is 27.
Unmistakably, somehow these sand gnomes have enchanted the metal plates at the hull of the fronts of this ship to constantly be casting move earth while active. And so what it's doing is it's pulling sand from in front of it below it.
Oh, that's amazing.
And as it starts to rise up out, as you guys are all hopping on and everything, as it gets up above into the dunes, the sails unfurl and they all three connect, and they have like this strange hexagonal look to them and are almost reflecting the sun's light off of them. Which then Edorin says, as you're kind of like staring up and you know, he's noticing that you're looking at the tech, he says, well, sails are basically solar powered, and you know, they do catch wind just same as any other sail, but it's really the stuff you see in front that's making the magic happen.
So
Go ahead.
while he's doing like the sciencey stuff, Roscoe's like still drunk, stumbles on the boat, but as soon as he steps foot on the boat, you see him just like click on, and he's just like, he's just like on, just autopilot. He goes around, he's checking all the ropes, checking all the things. He just goes into.
That's the thing is like this is not dissimilar from the same style of boat that would normally be on the water. It's almost as if they had taken that one and then taken one like it and fitted it for sand sailing.
So I'm doing like the 48-step safety check, like all the things, just the sciencey part that kind of is over my head.
Yeah. In that time, you do find that there is like a inside like living kind of den hovel with like a few couches and a refrigerator that's kind of like running on its own. You also do notice there's a med kit, there's a flare gun, and there's also a strange like radio-like device in which like you start messing with it. And you hear back, you turn it on, you hear like some buzzing and some crackling, and on the other side you hear, yeah, Steve Claw here. How can I help you? You stuck?
No, this is Roscoe just doing a 1-2 check, making sure everything's upright.
All right, smooth sailing, Roscoe. You just click.
Take the flare gun.
They would have been informed by Eder. No. On the other end, back in Steve Calori, kind of clicks and he goes like, Ella's Roscoe.
It's like he sounded like he knew what he was doing.
So, for mechanical purposes, this sand sail will get you guys to the Shimmering Fang in 3 hours or less. By that time, the suns will start to go down, and it is moving extremely fast. Just rise, like it will rise up with a dune, and once it hits the crested top, almost like the move earth folds it in and creates a easier way for it to pass through, and then it just uses the slope and rises with the dunes forward and backwards.
I love the text so much.
I love this flare gun so much.
So you pocket a flare gun?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you pocket a flare gun.
Please tell me
It's
you
got
leave
3
a piece of
flares in it.
sausage or something.
Like in the shape of the flare gun. It's
You replace.
a similar looking.
There's like nibbling to match the shape.
It's a trade.
Yeah.
And as Leon in the Shimmering Fang kneels before Limerith with tears streaming down his face, you guys set sail throughout all of the dunes, headed east. That is where we are going to end this session.
Oh, snap.
You guys are having a blast.
Check out the
Smash
size
cut
of
to
those
Shimmering Fangs.
dudes.
It's just,
Literally,
like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm still trying to fish over the side.
So funny enough,
my
there
God,
are
everything.
little positions on the edge of the boats where people would set fishing poles in, but there's not one in there currently. So you go back down into the hold, you do find like a locker with fishing poles.
Oh
intact.
yeah, I get a cold beer from that fridge, get a fishing pole, and I'm just having a good time.
Okay, sounds good.
See, a sand salmon.
Sand salmon.
A sandman.
Sandman.
I'm still quite drunk.
Sandman.
Where? Oh man. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Just as a quick reminder, next week we will be taking off as it is a Monday that is extremely close to a family holiday. And we will be returning January 2nd. Lane, I believe you had said that you won't be joining us for that session.
Correct.
I'm basically just going to homer in the hedge salvo for you so we can move forward.
Works for us.
Or, and I'll think about this, but maybe we do a one-shot that's off the beat of the plot. Maybe. We'll talk about it.
Sandboat party. It's the beach episode.
The beach episode while all your friends are miserable and crying.
They're all having fun. I'm doing an old man in the sea thing.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Tune in on the 2nd to find out.
Yeah, exactly. So,
I do know books.
there you go. Okay. Does anyone have anything to tell listeners and viewers?
Like and subscribe, share us to your friends, please.
Please and thank you. Yes.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Yeah. All right, guys. See y'all January 2nd. See you next year.